C.Hines is an American fantasy writer. Life and work. Hines was a volunteer crisis counselor in East Lansing and worked as the male outreach coordinator for the MSU Safe Place. In 2008, he donated his archive to the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America collection in the Department of Rare Books and Special Collections at Northern Illinois University. He has been the author guest of honor at multiple conventions, and was the Toastmaster for the 2014 NASFIC. He's also served as Toastmaster for Icon since 2012. He currently lives in Holt, Michigan, where he works for state government. He is the author of one non-fantasy novel, Goldfish Dreams, described on the author's website as a mainstream rape awareness novel. He is the author of the Goblin Quest fantasy trilogy, comprising Goblin Quest, Goblin Hero and Goblin War. He also edited the anthology Heroes in Training with Martin H. Greenberg. He is published by DAR Books, and his most recent books have appeared on the Locus bestseller list. Hines' literary works have been recognized and highlighted at Michigan State University in the Michigan Writer Series. He was a first-place winner of the L. Ron Hubbard Writers of the Future Award in 1998 with his story, Blade of the Bunny. In 2012 he received a Hugo Award for Best Fan Writer. Striking a pose. In January 2012, Hines posted on his blog with the headline, "Striking a Pose," a discussion triggered by some of the poses in which female characters are drawn on the covers of books in his Princess series. Hines attempted to mirror some of these anatomically incorrect poses on the covers of one of his own works and those of a variety of other fantasists. The resulting discussion continued in such venues as Jezebel.com. Hines has participated in several panel discussions at science fiction conventions such as one at the Feminist Convention Wisconsin, where a group of women including a gymnast and a dancer attempted to recreate such poses, and in a posing competition with fellow Hugo winner John Scalzi, which has brought the discussion and others like it such as the Hawkeye Initiative to the attention of Boing Boing and other publications, including political blogs like Think Progress. Bibliography. The Goblin Quest series. Goblin Quest. Jig is a scrawny little nearsighted goblin, a runt even among his puny species, captured by a party of adventurers searching for a magical artifact, and forced to guide them. Jig encounters every peril ever faced on a fantasy quest. Goblin Hero. After barely surviving an adventure he never wanted, the scrawny little nearsighted goblin called Jig is now known as Jig Dragonslayer, and has the power of healing, thanks to the forgotten god he worships. But being a hero isn't all it's cracked up to be. Not when the goblin leader wants him dead, and everyone else actually expects him to keep doing heroic and incredibly dangerous things. Goblin War. The Goblin Lair is once again under attack by the humans, and when they gain control of the lair they take out the strongest goblins, including the famous Jig the Dragon Slayer. It seems that there is a war going on, pitting humans against an army of monsters, orcs, goblins and kobolds. However, Jig quickly discovers that he and his tribe have no friends on either side. Jig is going to have to use all of his brains and luck if he is going to keep himself alive. Oh, and save his tribe as well, if at all possible. Goblin Tales. A vengeful ghost trapped in a goblin's ear. A flaming spider who must help stop her goddess from conquering a science fiction convention. A goblin nursery worker who finds herself trapped in the middle of a war. This self-published collection features 5 humorous short stories that explore the fantasy realm from the perspective of the lowest of the low, the unlikeliest of unheroes, the goblins. Princess series. The Stepsister Scheme. Danielle Douglas, aka Princess Whiteshaw, aka Cinderella, is having a hard time adjusting to palace life. She loves her prince, Armand, but going from the life of a slave to that of princess is not easy. To complicate matters, 3 months after her wedding, Danielle is attacked by her stepsister, Charlotte. The assassination attempt fails, but Charlotte escapes, after telling Danielle she will never see her beloved Armand again. This is the setup. Danielle, along with 2 other princesses, must rescue her prince. Along the way, the true histories of all 3 princesses are revealed, versus the tales circulating about them. The Mermaid's Madness star Princess Danielle on a mission of diplomacy with Queen Beatrice. The yearly tithe and renewal of peace with the merfolk, who prefer to be called Undine. Since the Undine are usually a matriarchal culture, it makes sense for the princess and queen to take the lead. Unfortunately, things go very wrong very quickly, for instead of the king they are expecting, they are greeted by his mad daughter, Lyra, wronged by her human lover and looking for vengeance against all humans. In the ensuing conflict, Queen Beatrice is grievously injured. This leaves Danielle and her friends Talia and Snow to find both a cure for her ailment, and to find a way to stop Lyra from making war against the kingdom and all of humanity. Red Hood's revenge. Raudat's story was a simple one. A red cape, a wolf, a hunter. Her mother told her she would be safe so long as she kept to the path. But sometimes the path leads to dark places. Raudat is the hunter now, an assassin known throughout the world as the Lady of the Red Hood. Her mission will take her to the country of Arathia and an ancient fairy threat. At the heart of the conflict between humans and fairies stands the woman Raudat has been hired to kill. The only human ever to have fought the Lady of the Red Hood and survived, the princess known as Sleeping Beauty. The Snow Queen's shadow. When a spell gone wrong shatters Snow White's enchanted mirror, a demon escapes into the world. The demon's magic distorts the vision of all it touches, showing them only ugliness and hate. It is a power that turns even friends and lovers into mortal foes, one that will threaten humans and fairies alike. Magic Ex Libris Series Libriomancer Da. Codex Born Da. Unbound Da. Revisionary Da. Standalone Works Fable. Blood of Heroes Del Rey. Goldfish Dreams Regal Crest Enterprises. Collections The Goblin Masters Grimoire ISFIC. Edited Works Heroes in Training Da. Invisible 2.